tonight's Thursday night football game is the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And this is my betting strategy when I'm betting football. So the first thing we're going to do is go to NFL. We're going to choose tonight's game, which is the Rams and San Francisco 49ers. So for those of you that not familiar with FanDuel or the sports book, this right here is a 4-leg same game parlay for tonight's Thursday night football game. And if you really didn't know what you wanted to pick, it's already pre-built parlays in there if you want to take a chance on it. Like this one right here, the 4-leg same game parlay. They got Kyren Williams getting a touchdown throughout the game, Cooper Kupp getting a touchdown, Puka Nacua getting an anytime touchdown, and Jawan Jennings getting a touchdown. So if them four get a touchdown in the game, the odds are plus 1882. So what that means is for every 100 you bet, you'll win $1,882. So if you bet 10, you'll win like $182 or something like that. So, well, $188.25 with a $10 wager. Tonight's game, the Rams, they got the 49ers favored to win. I'm surprised. 49ers are very depleted. They're missing a lot of players. But the 49ers are favored to win by at least 3 for the point spread. This right here means the spread, how many. If it's negative, that means that's how many they'll win by. And they have it negative 2.5. So that's basically 3. They have to win by 3. If they win by 2, you'll lose. So the odds for if you just bet for the San Francisco 49ers to win by 3, it'd be for every $118 you bet, you'll win 100. That's what the minus 18. Here, if you was to go with the Rams, that even if they lose, as long as they don't lose by 3, because they plus 2.5. But if they lose by 2, or if they win 2 or lose by 1, or if they win, you'll win this bet, as long as they don't lose by 3 points or more. And the odds for this one is negative 104, meaning for every $104 you bet on this, you'll win $100. Now for the money line means you just outright picking a winner. You don't care about the spread, how many they win by, how many they lose by. You're just picking the absolute winner. That's the money line. They got the Rams winning. The odds of the Rams winning is plus 124, meaning if you bet $100, you'll win $124. So the payout would be $224. Your 100 back plus the 124 you win. So $10, that'd be what let me just see. $12.40 for $10. So for every $10, you'll win $12.40. And with the San Francisco, since they're the favorites to win, they're minus 146, meaning, like I said before, you'll have to bet $146 to win $100. Now the total on a bet, meaning the over and under, so the total score of the game with both teams score combined, 48.5 over. So if the game is 25-24, that's 49 points, you'll win. If it's 48 or under, you lose. And the odds for it to be over 48.5 is minus 115, meaning you'll place $115 and you'll win $100. You don't have to bet $115, obviously, but that's just an easier way to understand the odds. Now the under, like we just talked about, if it's under 48.5 points, the total score combined with the matchup, it's a negative 105 for the odds. So every $105, you win 100. Now right here is the touchdown scores, meaning if these players, you betting on each one of these players, whichever player you bet on, to get a touchdown tonight. And here go the odds of anytime touchdown scorer. Now, anytime touchdown scorer means they can score a touchdown anytime throughout the game and you win if you bet on that player to score. Anytime touchdown. First touchdown mean whatever the first touchdown of the game, no matter which team score first. So anytime touchdown score mean if the player score a touchdown anytime throughout the game. And that can be first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. The first touchdown means no matter who scored first in the game, the first score of the game, if you bet that player to score the touchdown and he scores it, you will win that. And the odds are usually great with the first time touchdown scorer, only because it's hard to predict who's going to score the first touchdown in the game, obviously. So in the last bet for touchdown scores is the last touchdown scored in the game. So whoever scored the last touchdown in the game will win this bet if you bet on that player. And the odds are usually a little bit better than the first touchdown score. But as you see right here with Isaac Garendo, they're both the same. But they're excellent odds if you can win that. It's hard to get that. That's why the odds are so good. Now, they also have first drive. If you think the first drive in San Francisco, the player to catch a pass. So when they get the ball, they first drive. If you bet on any of these players to get a catch throughout that drive, that means you'll win. And you can bet multiple of them. If you think more than one of the receivers is going to get a catch pass throughout that first drive. And the same with the Rams. I normally don't bet the first drive player catch. It's kind of hard to dictate the tempo of the game. If they're going to come out slinging, they're going to come out running. So I usually stay away from that. I usually like to make more safer bets. You can bet on a player to get multiple touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. The quarterbacks, whatever yards you think they'll get, like Brock Purdy, 175 plus yards. So if you get at least 175, you'll win that. The odds ain't that good because he's been getting a lot of yards. Negative 1,200. So on. So I'm going to put in my bet for tonight's game, and we can come back to see how I did later. And if you want to follow along with this bet, be my guest. So let's go back. So for touchdown scores, I think I'm going to go with Kyren Williams. He normally does good. He's the running back for the Rams. And I usually like picking running backs to score a touchdown throughout the game because if the team get like on the goal line, most of the time they'll hand it to the running back if the running back is somewhat decent. So we're going to go with Kyren Williams to get a touchdown. I'm going to go with Nakua. He's been balling out. I'm going to go with him to get a touchdown. So them going to be my touchdown scorers. Since San Francisco is the favorite, I kind of have a feeling the Rams is going to win. The Rams been balling as of late. In San Francisco, they got a lot of injured players. McCaffrey is injured. They start running back. I believe their backup running back, Mason, is injured, Jordan Mason. So they kind of short at the receiver. So I'm going to go with the Rams to make the upset tonight. So with my quarterback yards, I think I'm going to go with, since I think the Rams is going to win, I'm going to use the Rams quarterback, and I'm going to say that he's going to get at least 175 yards. I think he'll get more than that, but I just want to make sure, just in case anything can happen tonight, I want to be prepared for that. So for Nakua, I got him scoring a touchdown, but I'm also going to choose him to get at least 40 yards receiving. Let's see next. What else did I pick? Debo Samuels. I'm going to take him at 25 yards. Okay. Who else I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with let me go down to the right here. Kobe Parkinson. I usually like to pick one of the receivers that's probably going to get one or maybe two passes thrown at him throughout the game because he's not really one of their go-to receivers. But I think Kobe Parks, he'll at least get, even if you get one catch, I think it'll be for more than 11.5 yards. So I think it'll at least be a 12-yard catch. And if you get two catches, hey, I'm all for it. So I'm going to go for that. Then I'm also going to go for, and I'm going to do the same with the 49ers, Ricky Pearsall. I think he'll probably get a couple catches tonight, and I think he'll go over 19.5 yards. I think he'll at least get 20 yards. Now, for the passing TDs, since I think San Francisco is going to lose and they got a lot of players that's out tonight, I don't think Brock Purdy will get 2 touchdowns. And I'm kind of going back and forth with this one because I like Brock Purdy and I think he's a nice quarterback. So he still might get 2 touchdowns even with a depleted roster. But to go with my mind, I'm going to say he's going to be throwing under 2 TD passes. I think Matthew Stafford definitely will get 2. He might get 3 or 4. Then I think, how many is that? How many leg is that? That's a 10 leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. So back to receiving yards. Cooper Kupp. I think he'll at least get 25 yards. So I'm gonna go with this 11 leg parlay. 1, 2, 11. The odds are plus 66.74. So when you put together a parlay like this, every odd that you picked is going to compound and make one big odd. And that's 6,674, meaning if I put $100 on this bet and it wins, I'll win plus 6,674. But I'm not going to put $100 because I don't feel that confident on this game. This kind of a game at the end of the season that really don't mean nothing for the 49ers. I'm going to bet 25. And the payout would be 1,668. Now, since my computer is not letting my location be discovered, I did this same bet on my phone, but I did it earlier. I placed it probably about 20 minutes before I got on the stream. And because of that, it's going to make the odds had changed. So the odds I had when I placed the bet was plus 7,369. And I bet the 25 and the payout would be $1,867.45. But this right here is how you place a parlay bet and what some of the bets mean if you're new to betting and you really don't know. So I like this bet. I'm going to keep this bet, and we're going to see how it do when the bet's over. And I appreciate everybody that stuck through this. If you're interested in more in sports betting and want to learn more about it, you can always hit up the inbox, comment, subscribe, and we go get to it. I'm out.